Hi everybody. I thought that it might help us out a little bit if we had some type of electronic hall pass. This is not mandatory, but if it's something that you feel like could help you out, then feel free to go ahead and watch the video and then take a look at the instructions on how you're going to do it. So this is going to be creating an electronic hall pass that will give you a QR code for the students to use on their phone. You'll also be able to take the QR code or the link and you can put it at the top of your Schoology page if you were concerned about equity issues and you wanted to make sure that everybody could access it. Whoops. So what's going to happen is the students are going to scan a QR code that's going to be on a poster in your room with the camera on their phone, or they can access it via a link on your Schoology page. So I would say that probably most everybody is familiar with this because of the quarantine and how the restaurants have had you do this. But if you have some sort of a question, the kids don't need anything special. They just have the camera on their phone. When they hold it over the QR code, it automatically gives them a little link to open up so that they'll be able to fill out that form. So it happens for them automatically. The second thing that you're taking a look at over here on the left-hand side is just where I've put that link at the very top of all my Schoology pages. So I just decided to put the link to the Google form in. It's going to take them all to the same spot. But if you would like to actually put the QR code in there, then you can do that as well. So whatever you felt like was going to work best for you. So whenever the student opens this up, whether on their phone or whether they open it up on the computer, it's going to take them to the same place. It's a really basic form asking them for their name, their destination, and then also when they're leaving class, and it's going to have a spot for them when they return to class. So it's going to be able to track that information for you. Here's a quick example. So when the student actually goes in on their computer or their phone and they fill it out, this is what they're going to have show up for them. So obviously they're not going to take their computer whenever they're in the hallway, but they very well might have their phone. And this is now going to give them an actual electronic hall pass on their phone. I don't know that we're necessarily concerned about that at this time, but it is kind of an interesting thing that they would be able to have with them if anybody asks. So then what can happen is when they come back into the classroom, they're actually able to select on that screen. They can select this edit your response, or they can choose submit a new response, or the third thing it can do is actually scan that QR code again, and they can enter the time that they return to class. So if they stay in the same document, that's probably best, but we're probably not going to have that many kids leaving our class, so it's not going to be too confusing if they sign back in and then choose that return time. So there are 3 different ways they can do that. And then also, why would you want to do this? Is it something that might help you out a little bit? I know for myself that paper document, trying to keep track of everybody, I find that a little bit annoying. I feel like it's very easy to lose track of, and then I also feel like it is very difficult to read their handwriting. So you can see real quick, Sarah and I did a quick practice of this on what your report will actually look like. So it's automatically going to collect a date and time stamp for you. The student will enter their name, it's going to have their destination, and then in this case, Sarah actually closed out of it, and then when she returned to class, she would have actually selected another time. So that's going to show you how close that would be. So if you needed to let the office know or the administrators know what was going on in a specific time period or with a specific student, it's going to allow you to be able to see that. So in the next video, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how you're going to be able to go in and make a copy of this, and also to set up a QR code. So it's not very difficult, but if you have any questions, you're more than welcome. You can contact me. My name's Carol Lill, and this is where you can reach me. Thank you very much.